Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we'll be talking about Amazon sqs. So basically, Amazon Simple Queue service is fully managed and highly scalable message queuing service. It enables distributed applications and microservices to communicate by decoupling their components through asynchronous message-based communication. So seeing that, let me show you how to reach this dashboard. So for this, you have to click application integration and you can select Simple Queue service. So when you click that, you can redirect to this dashboard. So once you are here, you can start creating the queues. So let me create a queue here. So there are two types of queues, standard and FIFO. So coming to the standard one, Amazon SQS standard queues offer a high throughput and at least one message delivery guarantee. Whereas FIFO queues, they are designed for the applications that require strict messaging order and exactly one processing. So we already discussed about these in our Instagram as well as blog channel. So do visit them. I'll be keeping that in the description for your reference. So saying that, let's go to the configurations. So in these configurations, we have visibility timeout, message retention period, delivery delay, maximum message size, and message receive message wait time. So coming to the visibility timeout, so the visibility timeout defines the time during which the message is invincible and cannot be consumed by the consumers after it has been retrieved from the queue by the consumer. So it provides a mechanism where it prevents multiple consumers from processing the same message simultaneously, ensuring that the message is processed by only one consumer at a time. So coming to the next one, which is message retention period. So the message retention period specifies how long the message remains in the queue before it is automatically deleted. So you can see the minimum one is you can keep it as 1 minute, and the maximum you can go to the 14 days. So that is what it is. Coming to the visibility timeout, you can see it's 0 to 12 seconds. So that is what it is. And coming to the delivery delay, so delivery delay allows you to specify a time delay between which the message is sent to the queue and when it becomes available to the consumers to retrieve the message. So that is what it is. And it's 0 seconds and 15 minutes. The maximum is 15 minutes. So coming to the maximum message size. So the maximum message size is the limit on the size of the single message that can be sent to the Amazon SQS queue. So you can see the minimum is 1 KB and maximum is 256 KB. So the next one is receive message wait time. So coming to this one, receive message wait time is a duration for which the received message call will wait for a message to arrive in a queue if no message are currently available. So minimum is 0 and maximum is 20 seconds. So based on your requirement, you can change the configurations. And the next one is encryption. So you can just leave it as default, or you can use AWS key management services. So in this case, I'll just leave it as default, and let's move to the access policy. So coming to the access policy, it defines the accounts, uses, and roles that can access the queue. So the access policy also defines the actions such as send message, receive message, and delete message that the users can access. So the default policy allows only the queue owner to send the receive message. So you can see initially we only have the queue owner. So only we'll be having that access, right? So for example, you want to change it, you can just click here and give the AR in here. Similarly, for the next one. But in this case, I'll just leave it as default. And if you want to use the JSON, you can use the JSON format and change it. So we have discussed about the JSON in the starting videos, so you can check them out. So in this case, I'll just leave it as default, which is the basic. And let's go to the next one, which is a retrieve policy. So retrieve policy is also known as dead letter queue policy. Is a configuration settings used in Amazon SQS to specify the destination for the messages that are not successfully processed after a certain number of delivery attempts. And whereas next one is so if you enable it, you can see like what permissions that you can give. It's by queue, or you can deny all and so on. So we will discuss about this. So I'm just showing how we can configure the SQS. Uh, the next one is delete letter queue. So a dead letter, the dead letter queue. So the dead letter queue is a separate queue in Amazon SQS where the problematic or failure messages are sent when they cannot process after a specific number of delivery attempts. So that is where it goes into. So you have to create a separate queue. So for example, if there is an error or anything, like it will reach to this dead letter queue. So you can enable it and select that particular queue. So there should be other queue, which we'll be discussing in the further videos. In this case, I'll just leave it as default, and can add the tags if you want. And finally, you can just create this queue, right? So you can just create the queue. Oh, my bad. So let me add it as Q11, and let's create it. So this is how you can create the queue. In the next video, we'll be talking about how to send the message and how to delete them. So coming to this video, I hope you guys understood the concept of today's video, where we just talked about the configurations, and in the next video, we'll be talking about sending the messages and deleting them. So I hope you guys understood the concept of today's video. Thank you. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel, and please share the video. Thanks, everyone.